have a lot of problems with my left wrist, and it's partially due to my EDS, but it's also partially due to the fact that I was born with ulnar bones that are too long, and when I move my wrist, they bump into the other bones in my hand. This causes a lot of pain, it causes damage to other bones. So in 2 weeks, September 25th, I will be having kind of a major surgery on my left wrist. I will be having what is called an ulnar shortening osteotomy. So they will go in to my hand and they will cut out a piece of bone out of the middle of my ulnar bone in the forearm, and then they will clamp it all together and put in a plate to hold it together. Now, I kind of have a lot of anxiety about this surgery. This is my 6+ surgery. I can't keep track of all of them. But my most invasive surgery I've ever had was actually when I had my ACL reconstructed with a cadaver ligament, and recovery from that was okay, but I'm kind of freaked out about this surgery. So I'm going to be talking about it all the way through from now up until recovery. I did have my pre-op physical already. I got totally cleared. My POTS and everything else is under enough control that they have decided that I'm cleared for surgery. So now I have a COVID test next week and surgery. So I now have 5 days until my surgery. I keep going back and forth on thinking this surgery is like too drastic a measure, but I can hardly use my left hand today because it's acting up so bad. So I guess really I'm just like scared of the surgery and trying to talk myself out of it, even though I actually need it. So I guess that's what I'm going to keep doing, is just kind of hype myself up about the surgery and keep hyping myself up about the surgery and for the COVID test that I have tomorrow. That should be a blast. I'm off to get my COVID test, my pre-op COVID test. Like, I don't have symptoms, I haven't been exposed or anything, they just make you do the test before surgery. So that should be fun. I'm in line.
I'm here too.
Yeah, he's here too. I don't know why I'm so freaked out. I'm actually crying. Not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It's basically just an influenza test, but ugh. Okay, now that I've stopped like crying on one side, it feels like I constantly have to sneeze on the left side, and I know it's just like the influenza test, so like it's the exact same thing, same feeling, but I'm displeased. I don't like it. Like, obviously I think you should wear a mask, everything else, but if like you won't wear a mask and everything for other people or for your own safety, do it so you don't get a stick stuck in your brain. My brain feels violated. But hey, my left sinus cavity is clearer than it's ever been. It's 2 a.m. on Thursday, which means my surgery is tomorrow. I haven't slept because I'm not allowed to take my pain meds for 7 days before my surgery, so I'm really struggling, not to mention the medical PTSD from my last surgery, so this is going fantastic at this point. Surgery tomorrow. You know, I think I might know why, like part of why I'm having such a hard time with the surgery coming up. I mean, besides the fact that I woke up from my last surgery with zero pain management, I had an ACL reconstruction, and they did a regional nerve block that before they put me under, I told them wasn't working, and they said it would kick in, and it never did. They did 3 of them total, and not a single one of them worked. So I woke up from a surgery with zero pain management, none. I felt absolutely everything when I woke up. But also, I think reconciling the fact that I'm going to be losing 1/8 of an inch of bone, and 1/8 of an inch, like, it doesn't sound like a lot until you think about the fact that it's bone, and like 1/8 of an inch of bone is a lot. Like, that's a huge amount of body tissue that they're going to be removing from me tomorrow, and I have to have this surgery done twice. They'll have to do it again later on the other side, and I haven't really been told what to expect to an extent that like makes me comfortable. I've been like doing my own research, but my surgeon, with COVID and everything, it's been so hard to like meet and sit down and like be told exactly what to expect with recovery. So I've had to reach out to like chronic illness communities to be told what to expect in recovery. And I just don't know. I'm freaked out, y'all. Like, I'm genuinely freaked out, and I think it's partially this fear of waking up with absolutely zero pain management like I did last time, and also this fear of not knowing what's going on and trying to reconcile the fact that I'm losing that much bodily tissue And I can't shut it off. It's now 3 a.m. Thursday. My surgery is on Friday. It is 3 a.m. Thursday. I haven't slept at all, clearly, as you can see from what I look like right now. And I just don't know how to deal right now. And it's really frustrating. All the coping skills in the world that I've learned in therapy aren't helping me right now. 9 p.m. night 4, my surgery. And I have to be there at 9 o'clock tomorrow. Last commute. The house. Surgery morning. Got my dorky surgery day shirt. And my dorky husband. Ready?
No.
Me neither. I'm dressed. I'm out of all the hospital care. My husband brought me a little bag of candy and Halloween balloons and stickers. I love it. Hey, Panda Fam. I'm not dead. There won't be a chronic illness A to Z video today, but I should have one up tomorrow. For now, I'm just going to be chilling with my giant club hand and my support pillow. My husband's taking really good care of me, making sure I stay on top of my meds and moving my fingers that I'm supposed to be doing and everything else. I love all of you, and I will be back full force as soon as I can. Just updating y'all, because I feel like I have to have some sort of content on my page today. Hubby's here. I'm supposed to move my fingers every few minutes, but I still can't feel them at all. Like, I just have, like, it's like my legs asleep kind of a feeling in my fingers, which really sucks. It's kind of a gross feeling. But there's a big old cast splint thing. It goes all the way up to, like, my mid-upper arm. Also sucks. But I'm being well taken care of, and I will be fine. It just sucks for right now. I'll be back to posting regular content ASAP. I just need some time. Thanks for all the support. You guys have been amazing, and I really appreciate it. Hey, y'all. Just a little update. It's day 3 now, right, babe?
3, yeah.
My surgery was on Friday. It's Sunday. Recovery is going as well as can be expected. I'm starting to get the muscle spasms that people warned me about, and my incision is starting to throb. He took me out to walk me. We went to the store and such. I can only get my sweatshirt halfway on. Moving my fingers is going a little bit better. I've definitely got a little more motion. Still struggling with that pinky. They're still definitely swollen, but better than they were. I slept most of the day today. I'm pretty tired.
3 p.m.
Yeah, I slept till like 3 o'clock this afternoon. Throat's a little bit sore from the tube still, but I'm told that'll go away fairly quickly. So yeah, recovery is going as well as can be expected. I'm exhausted. I have like a constant throbbing in the incision site, which really sucks, and my wrist popped earlier, which it had felt like it needed to since I woke up from surgery. So did my fingers, but the wrist popping was unpleasant. That really sucked. I'm getting more use back in my fingers, but holy God, does it hurt. And they really didn't give me enough pain management medication. At least I feel like they gave me 7 pills I'm supposed to take them every 6 hours for 3 days, and 7 pills isn't enough to take every 6 hours for 3 days, especially with this major of a surgery. But I also understand, like, that's what they have to do with current laws and stuff. It just really sucks. Not sleeping great. It's really hard to get comfortable with this giant thing on my hand, so I'm really struggling to sleep. Every time I move, I wake up because I have to readjust my arm, and a couple times I've woken up to pull the blanket over me and accidentally tried to use my left arm, which didn't feel great. Recovery is going okay. It's just definitely more painful than I thought it would be, and I'm struggling to get things done. I've got to get back into my schoolwork, and I'm having a hard time with that. So it's been a long few days. It's Monday. My surgery was on Friday. 3 or 4, I guess, how you count it, of days after surgery. So not great. It is day 4 of my recovery from ulnar shortening osteotomy surgery. Yes, I'm wearing the same sweatshirt I wore yesterday because it's the only one that fits over this big honkin' cast, and it's cold outside. Last night I started having this weird burning nerve pain in my hip, and I talked to the nurse, and I'm kind of just like keeping an eye on it because we don't know if it's like some like nerve pain from the way they had me positioned during surgery, if it's due to one of my other weird genetic conditions, or if it's an actual issue. So basically, if it gets worse, I go in. Also, my IV bruise looks really icky. It's better than they usually are, but it looks gross. So yeah, day 4, I'm using my hand for a lot more things. Ugh, camera work is not great today. I'm using my hand for a lot more things because I have a lot more use of my fingers, and I'm starting to get some feeling back in my fingers, which is cool. So I can like kind of hold stuff a little bit and stuff like that. But with that feeling coming back also means feeling in the incision site coming back, which is not great. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. But healing seems to be going pretty well. It is now 8 days post ulnar shortening osteotomy surgery. I've been wearing the same flannel like every day because I don't really have any other sweatshirts that fit over this humongous cast. And also, it's cold here. I have like all of the feeling back in my hand now, but with all of the feeling coming back means lots of itchiness under the cast, as well as the incision is really painful for some reason. Usually incisions don't hurt me that bad. I think it's because it's pushed against the side of the cast, which really sucks. Swelling is going down a lot. I just have to wait like another week to go see my surgeon for my follow-up appointment, and then I think they're gonna put me in a hard cast. So recovery is going pretty good. Pain is manageable. It mostly hurts at night, like right before bed. It's pretty good in the mornings, and then as the day goes on, it gets worse. The cast is really heavy, which is really not great for my shoulder with my EDS, but I'm managing. So far, so good. I am 10 days out from my ulnar shortening osteotomy surgery, and one of the side effects of having EDS, 10 days. 10 days after that IV was in, and that bruise is hardly any different than the day I got it. And that's disregarding the bruises that are always up and down my legs because EDS skin. Gross. My first surgery follow-up appointment is scheduled for 11:50, which means I'll see my surgeon at like 1 o'clock because that's just how he is. But I'm supposed to be switching to my hard cast today, which is great because this one's really gross and dirty. So we'll see how that goes. Had my 2-week post-op video today. I had my splint taken off. I did have an issue when they took off my splint that for some reason I got really lightheaded, really dizzy. I did unfortunately pass out. They think it was because my blood pressure got too low, which does sometimes happen for me. I felt much better after some water and laying down for a few minutes. So I got a new cast. I can bend and move my elbow. I can move my fingers. I'm supposed to use it as much as I can for everyday tasks, but not lifting anything more than 2 or 3 pounds. My skin's kind of gross and peely, which sucks, but that's normal when you've been in a cast for too long. X-rays looked good. Everything's where it's supposed to be. Incisions are looking good. After this clip, I will insert a clip of all of my incisions. So warning if you like can't handle medical gore or whatever. It's just incisions. There's no blood or anything. It's just my stitches and where the incisions are. There's like 24 stitches there. But everything's healing well. No infections. No major pain. It's definitely sore and achy, and I do still get muscle spasms from healing. But I am prescribed muscle relaxants for that, and I also take meloxicam, which is kind of like prescription strength ibuprofen. So that's where I'm at. Things are healing well. I will not know for 6 to 12 months if this surgery works, so I think this will be the last update on this vlog video. Maybe in like 6 months, I'll do an update on how the healing went and if it helped. Other than that, there's not going to really be any big changes at this point, so I feel like adding to this vlog is just going to make it longer for no reason. So I'm going to attach some clips of my incision sites, and thanks for going on this journey with me. Ugh. I'm allowed to move my hand. I'm going to be put into a short arm cast. I can rotate my forearm. That's my big incision and my little one.